Good morning, everybody. Good morning. This group has not been that active, besides me just throwing some ideas and keeping like a notebook, like a junk drawer, almost, but it really isn't. It might seem that way to me sometimes, even maybe I needed it, but it became my little drawer, and it's okay to create those little compartments and drawers, departments, virtual pathways that we have access to today. And Facebook has been a great platform. It's, I've been accustomed to it, and I've been using it, and I'm comfortable with it. I feel like a fish in the water, and it offers many different opportunities to do different kinds of things. If you've noticed, we are doing all kinds of things, but life is fun, life is good, and we are family. We are just like many other American families, live here in this wonderful country, and we would like to present you a little log that we've been keeping as far as morning routine, children waking up in the morning to have a healthy, what do I mean by a morning routine? A healthy habit in the morning when a child gets up on his own with an alarm. Child is able to make his or her own bed themselves in a very nice, neat manner. Room is organized, whether it was done in the evening or needs to be done in the morning. But what I call it is beginning of the day and the end of the day. And so we're making a nice, beautiful cake Napoleon. So we have a top layer and a bottom layer. Okay. Let's not worry. I know Napoleon has his history, but just as an example, okay? Meaning there is a beginning and there is the end to the day. For children in homeschooling, from experience, it is something that needs to be as a habit, something that's done without you telling them at all. By 9-10 o'clock, depending. So that's why homeschooling gives you the room, the fluidity, the flexibility that you might need. But also I would like to share with you what we have been doing so that you can see that it is doable, and it's the best thing that you would ever do for yourself, for your children, especially if you are a Christian family. My God. So please welcome morning routine. In this particular house, in this particular academic year, since we've been sharing our accomplishments, what we have completed last week, what we have completed last month, so let's go by the subject. So physical exercise. To get up in the morning, not to mention that your bed is made, you washed your face, brushed your teeth, your ears are not shiny, your breath is fresh, and all those good things are done. So let's say we already accomplished that. Child is dressed, clothes is not wrinkled, and they look nice. They don't look like a homeless person. I understand there are not always opportunities to get dressed, and I do not want to look down upon anyone or rub against any, because with the amount of disaster that we are beholding and wars and everything, it's the last thing we need to worry, of course, about what coats we wear. But anyhow, I'm not sure, I guess I needed it or somebody needed it, but it is important for us parents to bring up our children in good habits. So everything involved in the morning, to wake up and to be dressed, not walking around in pajamas until afternoon. That's outrageous. Not to go out in pajamas to the store. We don't do that. That's not okay. It is not okay, people. It is not okay. It's an undergarment. It's considered undergarment, pajamas. You more or less you're walking around. No, I wouldn't say naked, because it definitely covers more than some of the outfits that out there. So again, using common sense, we see what is happening in the world, and now we are entering change. You know, there was a change in the administration, and we always make changes for the better anyhow, regardless who is in charge. We are the people, self-governing entities, you know, all those 100 questions about citizenship, right? So, of course, 5th grade, 3rd grade, citizenship questions, 100 questions, right there is another example for you of subject for social studies. And from that, you can run with it. Anyway, let's take a look. This is PT log for month of February. In the group, I took a picture of it. You're welcome to look at it. So I'll read what it says here. So this way, if you have one in front of you, you can just look. I know it might look like a mess, but it is an artistic mess, okay? You know that. Goals to develop a good habit. Mental, physical. Okay, we understand that physical exercise only profits us while we're still in the flesh body, but we're still in the flesh body, so we exercise. And so in the morning, after child is up, before eating, it's best to do light exercise before eating, or you have to wait at least 25-30 minutes after you eat if you had breakfast. So just keep that in mind. You do not want to get that stabbing pain in the side sometimes after you eat and you start running. It happens. It's just the way it is. You do not want to eat and go exercise right away on a full stomach. So follow the circuit. In the morning, 20 minutes. All doctors generally recommend exercising 20 minutes 3-4 times a week on a regular basis. It is just a good habit. Among all the habits we might have, let's have more better ones, like exercising in the morning, reading Bible every day, which we do. You have to be very careful. Okay, anyhow, for physical part, we have the mental here. It's in green. That's why a brown one in physical, brown like a flesh, brown body, clay, dirt, and things like that. So 20 minutes, 4 times a week, about, we'll say generally speaking, there are 4 weeks in a month. Make it broad so that easy to follow. It's not too much to ask. You don't want to give yourself too high of a goal and strict to where you're going to get disappointed very soon and burned out, and it's going to be just not fun. So that is why choices for 20 minutes. What you can do 10 minutes of treadmill if you have a treadmill at home, or you can walk around the yard, you can take a walk, weather allows, options. If not, there's many different things you can do. For example, let's say 10 minutes on treadmill. Then another 10 minutes. We like to do what's called Roman chair. If you don't have the Roman chair, it's exercising equipment. Most of Americans have home gym. And sometimes, we find ourselves that we start using a running machine as a rack for clothes, or it's collecting dust. That shows that nobody uses it really, so it then gets old and sold in the yard sale for cheap. That's where we got ours. We got it on a yard sale, and it's been serving us. At least I don't feel bad if I don't exercise, that I didn't spend a gazillion number of dollars on it. So all things come in handy, but at home, steps, just sitting on the chair, you can contract muscles and do exercise. PT, physical, therapists, God bless, in our country. They're so awesome. And physical along with occupational therapists. They do a fantastic job. Love yours. So if you don't have a Roman chair, you can do Superman on the floor. Superman on the floor. 12 front, 12 back. Front would be, of course, a crunch. You're doing crunches. Of course, depending on your physical condition, don't overdo it. Your pain is your borderlines to where don't push through certain point, you know, pain lets you know that don't go there. So follow your doctor's instructions, always, of course. Everyone is different. Then push-ups, whether you can do it off the wall or off the floor or off the same Roman chair. So here are 3 examples of what you can do within those 20 minutes. 10 minutes on the treadmill, and those take just a few minutes. And there you got it. In the morning, to do that, to wake your body up, to get the fluids moving, and all those wonderful things that, secretions that we have in our bodies that happening. So everything needs to wake up and starts to get the engine running. And so, and then you get your cup of coffee and stuff like that. And you're going to be a happy camper. And then at the end, at the end of the month, you can count how many points you got. Of course, Daddy get all the points because daddies are just amazing. Sherlock, he is just beyond measure amazing. But competition here is between Mom, Kevin, and James. And we are looking that Mom fulfilled all 16. So there are 4 days in a week, 4 weeks in a month. We exercise. And then you can do the grading, give 5 points to each. Kevin did 9 days out of the month, and Kevin made 8 days out of the month of February. But this is just a morning routine exercise. That's not the only thing we do. So, and in real world, we realize that it's not always going to happen. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too strict to yourself. But it's nice to see that, yes, I exercised last week, or let me keep going so that I keep the momentum going. And to have on paper, on purpose, to show your children. So that's why there are so many reasons why we love homeschooling. And many families in America will tell you that this truly is the way to go. It's been the way. It's been taken away from the people. It's been the treasure to be a mom, for dad to be dad, and to have his honor, for mom to have her own honor. So both honors are different, but they're necessary together, working in a beautiful cycle of love. So, and that's our prayer and concern. We pray blessings from our house to yours. Let us know how you're doing. Stay in touch. Do things together. We are better as a family. I love you. Take care.